Hello, ARMY. The night began like any ordinary BTS live, light, warm, full of laughter, until one quiet moment after the camera shut off changed everything. A single sentence from Taehyung, whispered right after the broadcast ended, exploded across the fandom and left millions confused, emotional, and wondering what it truly meant. What did he say? And why did that one line shake both Korean and international media instantly, as if demanding the world to pause and listen more closely? What makes this moment so powerful isn't the volume or drama. It's the weight behind Taehyung's words, a raw honesty he rarely reveals. ARMY began replaying leaked fragments, analyzing every pause, every change in expression, every shift in tone, trying to understand how one soft sentence could shift the entire atmosphere around BTS. Before the live ended, everything felt natural. Taehyung and Jungkook sat together in a relaxed, familiar setting, the kind ARMY always misses. No filters, no choreography, just two old friends enjoying each other's company after focusing on their separate projects for a long time. But the mood flipped the moment the broadcast stopped. When the microphones were almost taken off, and the room felt still, Taehyung muttered something quietly, but clear enough for staff to catch. That sentence then spread like sparks hitting dry wood. Not because it was dramatic, but because of the emotion buried inside it. Taehyung reportedly said, "I want to be with Jungkook more, like I used to before everything changed." A simple line on the surface, but loaded with meaning beneath it. The phrase "like I used to" became the center of every discussion. What exactly was he referring to? Their trainee days when they lived in the dorms together? Their early debut years when BTS did everything side by side? Or the period before solo schedules separated their paths? ARMY's reactions split instantly. Some felt warmth, believing Taehyung was expressing deep affection and longing for a connection he treasures. Others sensed sadness, wondering if he felt a growing distance, or regret about moments that slipped away through the cracks of busy schedules. And to understand why those words hit so hard, we need to remember their journey. Taehyung and Jungkook grew up together. They were the maknae duo with unpredictable chemistry, playful one moment, unexpectedly mature the next. They bickered, laughed, comforted each other, and built memories that millions of fans witnessed over the years. Their relationship has never been a straight line, it moves like waves, sometimes near, sometimes apart, but always connected beneath the surface. When BTS began focusing on solo promotions, the two naturally appeared together less. Their schedules stretched in different directions. ARMY noticed, but no one imagined Taehyung carried such a deep longing inside. The moment the line leaked, online forums erupted. Korean communities, global fans, and entertainment media began tearing it apart, not in a negative way, but out of pure curiosity and emotion. Some felt moved by his honesty, calling it one of his most vulnerable moments. Others worried whether the statement hinted at a quiet distance forming between them. And some believed it only proved how strong their bond truly is, because longing only exists where love once rooted deeply. But the mystery deepened further. According to someone present, Jungkook fell silent right after hearing Taehyung's words. It wasn't an awkward silence, more like a heavy pause filled with unspoken emotions. Was he surprised? Hurt? Touched? Or did he feel the same but lacked the words to express it? That moment of silence became one of the biggest unanswered questions. A few days later, Jungkook posted an old photo of him and Taehyung, without a caption, without any explanation. Just a quiet, nostalgic image of two boys smiling like the world was still simple. ARMY immediately wondered. Was that his reply? A quiet "I miss it too"? Or simply a coincidence that came at the perfect time? Regardless, it added fuel to an already blazing conversation. Experts even commented on how rare it is for an idol to speak this honestly about internal relationships. Usually, artists keep their answers neutral, safe, and far from emotional interpretation. But Taehyung didn't choose safety, he chose sincerity. Maybe the sentence wasn't a complaint at all. Maybe it was simply a tender expression of longing, proof that despite the distance of projects and responsibilities, their emotional connection remains strong. Old interviews resurfaced, showing Jungkook praising Taehyung as someone he admires deeply. Taehyung, in turn, had spoken about Jungkook's soft, unseen side and how grateful he was to have grown up with him. Suddenly, those old moments felt like puzzle pieces finally fitting together. Would they ever talk about this openly again? Would there be a moment, a glance, a hug, or a simple acknowledgement like "I missed you too"? We still don't know. But staff members described the room after Taehyung's comment as quiet, respectful, almost emotional. Jungkook didn't answer with words at first, just a small smile filled with meaning, as if acknowledging everything without speaking. Later, the two were spotted in the same studio. No one knows why. Was it for a project? Or just two friends spending time together like they used to? The uncertainty only made the bond feel even more real. Fans revisited old clips, the jokes, the smiles, the times they fell asleep near each other, the playful teasing during concerts. Suddenly, every memory felt deeper, almost like clues to understanding their closeness. And then came a silent confirmation. In another live, Jungkook paused when Taehyung's name appeared in the chat. He took a breath, smiled softly, and said, "We're always connected." Simple. Honest. Enough. So what does Taehyung's emotional line really mean? A cry for closeness? A nostalgic memory? A desire to rebuild the simplicity they once had? Maybe it's all of those. Friendship isn't a perfect straight path. It's full of distance, closeness, silence, and reconnection. What matters isn't how far people drift, but whether they continue moving back toward each other. And Taehyung's words prove one thing. No matter how big the world gets, no matter how busy their lives become, their bond is still alive, not as an old memory, but as something that continues to grow, stretch, and find its way back. If one quiet sentence could shake the world, imagine what will happen when the two of them finally talk about it together. And when that day comes, ARMY will be right here, ready to listen.